Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and today we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark, the future GOAT of the WNBA.
Superior race.
Hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell when you do. Rob, about 4 years ago, I don't know, I don't watch much women's basketball, but for some reason I was checking out Paige Beckers because she was supposed to be the number one recruit and a hot thing for University of Connecticut. And during halftime or something, one of the announcers said, the most exciting woman in college basketball is a freshman named Caitlin Clark. So I said, okay, I like exciting basketball players. It's not common that a woman is an exciting basketball player by most people's standards, nothing against women. So I went to check her out, Rob. And not only was she exciting, I thought she was a great player. Turned out that year she made second team All-American. I think she should have made first team. The next year she made first team All-American. And the next 2 years she was player of the year. And obviously she made first team All-American. So she made it 3 times and second team once. She led college 3 years. Unfortunately, she lost in the NCAA finals 2 years in a row against better teams. And so people thought, oh, she's not a winner, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows she would have gotten 4 championships at University of Connecticut or South Carolina. I won't get into who the best college player of all time is because that's another story. However, I said she's the best woman player I've ever seen in my life and clearly the best passer I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. And I said she has the potential to be the greatest player of all time. I said, of course, we got to see what she can do at the WNBA level. But I saw her and I said, she seems like a really good bet. But I didn't want to say it until she really got some experience in the WNBA. And everybody else thought, not everybody else, a lot of other people, a lot of haters, even non-haters thought she was overrated and didn't win a chip, as they like to say. So she's not that good. You know, all sorts of things that I could spend an hour and a half on. I'm not going to.
Right.
And then when she got in the WNBA, they were determined to make sure she didn't look good. And I don't know if the rough schedule was planned. It's unclear to me. Came out December 18th. She has a lousy coach. They double team, triple team her. They always had the best defender. The refs' calls were against her. They were overly physical with her and got away with it. All sorts of detriment. Their teammates seemed to be against her at first. They couldn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
You know, she went to a bad team. That's not unusual. She didn't get a break. All sorts of things. I could give you all sorts of obstacles, but she didn't play as great as I was hoping she was going to play a little bit better. But given the obstacles, I thought she played fine. And Rob, I think now she's playing unbelievable. This league favors the front court women. In fact, almost all the MVPs are front court women. Last time Donna Taurasi won it. It was like 2009, and that's the last guard that won the MVP. So as you can see, it's been 14 years. So I know she's at a disadvantage there, but she's at an advantage of being a point guard, Rob. And a point guard can make your teammates better, and that to me is what makes a really great player. And she's proven that she's going to be the best point guard of all time. There's no question in my mind she's going to be. Now it's just a question whether she'll be the best player. And I'm making a prediction, Rob. Barring a major injury, I'm saying right now in front of this camera, you can save this video. She has greater than 50% chance of being the best player of all time in the WNBA, Rob.
Well, Mark, I mean, I used to doubt what you were saying, and I was one of those. I wasn't a doubter, but I was kind of holding back on thinking about that she has the potential to be that. But as I'm looking at her improve over all these situations, also mentally, but I mean, as I look at her improving her game during the season without any rest, and then after last night's game, her passing and her overall attitude and just overall just competitiveness is bringing her right up there. And I would almost, now I'm kind of agreeing with you, which we shouldn't do, but I do I do agree with you on that account. I think she has the potential to be the greatest women's basketball player.
Yeah, Robin, it's her defense is improving. Her on-ball defense still isn't good, but she's got very good off-the-ball defense. She has a lot of steals and blocks. She's in the top 15 in the league in that. Rob, and her three-point shooting is not at the percentage it was at Iowa, but I think once she gets some rest over the Olympic break, that will improve, and I think it'll improve in future years. I think her turnovers will go down, and she gets used to her teammates, and she has a better coach who allows her to run the offense she wants to run. And I think she can get way more assists than she does right now. Rob, she can average more than 10 assists easily. That's not even close. She can average over 20 points and over 10 assists, over 6 rebounds, Rob, easily.
Right. And also her mid-range. And if she gets to that mid-range game where she starts pulling up, I saw her post somebody. I was like, oh, see, that's what they should do. I saw her post up somebody yesterday, and I'm like,
right,
there you go. Right there, coach. There you go. She had a smaller player on her turn. And I laughed at the announcer. She goes, oh, she's got 8 more pounds on her. She said she's got more poundage on her. She's got 8 more pounds on the person.
Rob, I think that's like the second time in 2 games or second time in 3 games where she did like have a turnaround post-up jumper there. Floater. And for her to develop the floater, the teardrop, or the pull-up stop jumper from 8 to 12 feet, or just a mid-range game, that will come, Rob. She likes to do the layups and drives to the basket on the right-hand side in the 3-point shot. But she's great at those.
Yeah,
and go ahead, Rob.
If they get her to post up like that, unlike the other players, she won't miss the shot. Those little 5-foot shots, unlike some person who hits 5-foot shots and misses it and gets the rebound, her shots will go in, so she won't have to get the rebound.
But the main thing is she's the best passer in the history of women's basketball, and it's not even close. And she will continue to get better, Rob. We're only halfway into her rookie season, and we're saying that. Right. And I was saying that, and I said this like a year or 2 ago, that I thought she's the best passer I've ever seen. And that's why I thought she could be the GOAT. And Rob, and I know you don't agree with me on this, but I think she's the most competitive woman player I've ever seen in my life. And that's why I compare her to Michael Jordan. I think she has the 100% ultra competitive, at least 99.9. And I think she has that slight edge over everybody else, and she wants to be the best. And I think that's going to carry her, because there's other women that probably have more physical skills than her, or faster, quicker, can jump higher than her. But she has enough physical skills to do it. And she's pretty quick. She's pretty fast. She's got good height for a guard, which helps. And so I think she has enough physical skills coupled with her mental toughness. She's a clutch player, and all those things can improve too, Rob.
Right. That's what we mean. The potential for her. I mean, she's already doing well, but the potential for her to go above and beyond what she's doing is unlimited. Right there, you can see it.
Yeah, she works hard too. So if you don't know that, and she's a hard worker, she'll go and take extra shots when the other people were out doing other things. And I saw so many comments, Rob, that said she was going to be average in this league. I mean, it's so silly. I mean, it's just so silly. She's going to be average. I can go through all the things that supposedly she sucked at and everything like that. And Rob, it's not even close to being an average player in this league. And they thought she was going to be a bust, and she said they called it a great white hype and all that, and she's playing like crap. And Rob, that's not the case.
No,
she's at all these obstacles, and I guess I think her coach holds her back more than any of this, because she can overcome the other obstacles. But as it turns out, they helped her get better quicker. And I think she also has the advantage of playing on a good young team with Aaliyah Boston pairing up with her, Rob, because in order to be a GOAT, you got to win MVP, and you have to win championships, and you have to win more than one of each.
Mm-hmm.
So that remains to be seen, but I believe she can do that as long as she doesn't have serious major injuries that shorten her career. She'll get 7 wins. I think she's going to dominate the league at some point, Rob.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, imagine she'll average, speaking of double-doubles, I mean, her assists will definitely be over 10 almost every game, and she'll have some games where her assists should be 20 or will be 20. And then with her scoring, if she hits a couple of threes and gets her mid-range game going, post-game up going. And if they give her maybe off some screens, I saw it once they did. But, I mean, the screening is still not – the players still aren't used to that yet. They're still not comfortable with that yet.
And, Rob, I have experience in this argument because I watch Michael Jordan play, and I know people don't like it when I compare it to Michael Jordan, but just bear with me, okay? Don't be so silly. Michael Jordan was the best player in the league, got MVP his 4th year in the league. It was really only like his 3rd year in the league because he missed almost 3/4 of a year. And I was telling my friends, I was in law school, and they were like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird fans. And I'm saying, no, Michael Jordan is the best player in the league, and Michael Jordan is the best player in the history of the NBA. I don't care that he has any championships. I said, I know what I see. I know what I'm watching. He's the best offensive player. He's the best defensive player. and he's learning to make his teammates better. He will win championships. He will win multiple MVPs, and he will go down as the greatest player of all time. And I argued with him for 3 years. And then he finally won a championship as I was graduating from law school. And I was right on that, Rob. I know what I saw. I know what I saw in Caitlin Clark the last 2 years in her college career. And I know what I'm seeing right now. I can see the exact same thing. I know she doesn't have the physical skills that Michael Jordan has, but I see everything else in her, Rob. And she's going to be the greatest player in the history of the WNBA. And you save this video.
All right. We'll mark that down.
And Rob, another thing.
No pun intended. We'll mark that down. No pun intended.
A lot of people said, oh, a lot of Caitlin Clark fans are going to have mud on their face. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm ready to wipe the mud off a lot of people's faces, Rob. Now, she hasn't done it yet.
And
I'm ready 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now when she gets multiple MVPs and multiple champions.
And they're eating a lot of humble pie too. Their bellies are getting full of humble pie too.
There's a chance. I said she has over 50% chance of doing it right. There's a chance I could be wrong. I don't think so.
Well, we shall see.
Let us know what you think down below in the comments down below. If you think whether I'm crazy or not, fine. Whatever. Just give me some good reasons why. Because she's improving by the game. So,
well, you're crazy, but not when it comes to Caitlin Clark. I mean, you are crazy, but
Rob, you trying to keep the white man down again?
You're crazy, man.
How many of you think I'm crazy outside of Caitlin Clark?
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I think I'm crazy because I compared her to Michael Jordan a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, whatever. You can say whatever you want. Just give me factual reasons. Make some intelligent, non-insulting comments, as I like to say. And if you like this video, hit the like button. I don't expect non-Caitlin Clark fans to like this video. I don't care. They're wrong. And Rob, we're going to do the live show, and Caitlin Clark's going to be on display with a real coach, Cheryl Miller, in the All-Star game, who likes to run. I can't wait to see that, Rob. I'm dying for that. I'm dying for her to pass to even better players than she's passing to on her team.
Cheryl Miller might break out, even though she might want to break out there and be out there for a couple of plays.
I can't wait to see players actually catch her hard passes who will make layups for her.
Yeah.
And our normal live show is Monday Eastern time from 6 to 8. Join us for that, except for major holidays and except for the 2 weeks during the Olympics, because we'll be going live from 2 to 5. That's when it's prime time in Paris, and that's when they're going to cover the marquee events. And that's from July 27th to August 10th. So join us for that. And if you'd like to contribute to our channel, you got super chats. We also now have added a PayPal, and that's down below in the link. And we'll see you in the next video.
All right. Peace out.